Hello, hello, hello. I'm Revradchad, and I'm just saying, how y'all doing tonight? Opening a discussion about the media, propaganda, and lies that is destroying our country and dividing us all against each other over nothing. So, welcome everyone in. And like I said, it's Monday night. It's going to come around 7. It's a little late, but YouTube doesn't seem to be on time all the time. So who's in there? Where's Jake? Where's the pool guy? Where's some of my people? Remember that this is not the channel to hate America. This is not the channel to start arguments. This isn't an argument channel. So say hello. If you'd like to share something. Basically, what I'm going to talk about is how the media has divided our country with so many terrible stories, with so many misinformed stories and so many intentionally misinformed stories that we got a lot of people that are mad at each other for absolutely no reason. They wouldn't even be mad if they hadn't heard the crappy stories that they heard. I think there's a very lot of people that are literally only mad because of something they saw on TV. And that's absolutely a shame. It's a shame that we would allow ourselves as a society to become so fragile that the things we see on TV dictate how we believe or what we think. So when we turn on the TV and we take the media people's information as 100 without even considering what they're saying or who they're saying it about, it really makes us less of a society to believe that. It really does. Hello? Anyone in there? How you guys doing? What's up? It's Monday night. Hi. Hello. Yeah. Just talking about how the media has come and lied to us all so much in the last few years. And you guys want to talk about that? It's really where I think most of our pain comes from in this country. It's where I think a lot of the pain is from this country. We get the media and we get on there and they say so many things. And even the internet's just as bad. The Facebooks, the Instagrams, people swaying a story one way or the other. So my goal is to always just try to tell it straight from how it really happened and let everyone else deal with it. Yeah, the AI is pretty crazy, but that's not really where all the lies are coming from. Most of the lies are coming from TikTok and the news on TV. The TikTokers go on, they back up the fake news. The news comes on, they say the sky's falling. The TikTokers come on, say it fell down, and everybody goes, "Oh my God, the sky fell down." It's an age of people who have taken shit information. We used to be a country with newspapers. And somebody wouldn't read one newspaper and think they had the answer. They would read several newspapers, and then they would make a decision across those multiple sources, realizing that the sources were different. But see, now that it's TV, they're able to frame it in live time. They're able to put the same teleprompter in front of 300 different channels at once, so they can read that same pre-propagated story to every single person in the nation all at one time, and it seems real because everybody's saying it. So if there's no discernation in the information, there will be no truth in it. That's a fact. And the nation that continues to lie to itself and to lie to each other is a nation that will not be able to prosper much longer. It's like we had a great run, but we're falling down because technology came along and took over everything. Yeah, year's almost over. It's crazy. This is the fastest year. I'm 53, just turned 53. This is the fastest year I've ever had. It was literally February. I pulled my RV into Myrtle Beach, and now it's November, and I'm back in Arizona. Time goes so fast. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can get caught in that mystery of the lies and the stories so easily. You can be misled, and you can be in the middle of it, and you can be so deep in it that you don't even realize you missed 2 or 3 days of your life following this crap. And the media is just as bad. Half or more of the people that come across my feed are selling the same story that the guy above just sold. Five creators in a row. I scrolled down. They're all talking about the same person or the same story. And it's because that's what the media wants you to do. They don't want you to have any independent thought. They don't want you to think for yourself. They just want you to follow along with whatever narrative is on TV. It's kind of like what's going on in America is kind of like Roman times. We're going to have the football arenas filled with chaos and the TV filled with nonsense. And you're just going to believe it. I mean, tell me something different. Who thinks the media is doing a great job telling the honest truth around this country? Nobody. How many of these content creators get on there, and when they're pushing things, they're not actually pushing the thing, they're pushing like the merchandise that goes with it. How many times do they have to mention their websites? I've got over 80 some videos. Have you ever heard me mention a website or a merchandise that I needed you to buy? No, I just wanted to talk to you. I just wanted to say hi and hear and hear the humans, and let the humans know there's humans out here. We're not all just bots. I don't have a special hat, or you can't buy this shirt. It's the only one I have. I just wear it for the show. A girlfriend of mine gave it to me a long time ago because it's been my catchphrase for like 15, 20 years at least, maybe more. So I'm just a real dude. I'm not here selling you shit. I don't want to sell you shit. What's up, Jake? What's up, Trim? Sac Congo. Broskly. Nice to have all you guys come in today. It's had a lot of traffic today. That's pretty awesome. Thank you guys for popping by. I know it goes up and down with people. It's like a bunch of people in, a bunch of people go away. They come here, it gets too real. They got to dip. I get it though, man. The truth is tough, man. And when someone like me shares it with you honestly and articulately, and you're not ready for it. It's hard to swallow. So you get a taste of that truth, and you're like, oh, what do you mean we've been lied to? About what? And I'm like, well, what do you believe? And then they tell you some ignorant stuff that they heard from TV, and you're like, well, that's because that's part of how you've been lied to. And it's not just TV. It's mostly schools now. The schools, what they're doing with the children, basically anti-government, anti-life, anti-everything, stand in line, no more free thinking, stop having thought, opposite of what we need, opposite of what actually brings us all our life, is that free thinking and that thought. I see you too, Jake. What's up, Curtis? Yeah. Is there a problem with all races, Curtis? Satan is God in the public school is fucked nowadays. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Some of the shit they teach the children is 100% against God. It's 100% against God. It is the de facto manifesto to raise your children in a godless world so that it'll be a government controlled world. Because if you have no God, you have easier time believing in made up leaders. And government is made up leaders. They make them up, they switch them every time they want. Any at all times they feel like switching them up. They get together and they decide behind the scenes who they're switching up. They don't tell us the truth. They never have. They probably never ever will. No, sir, what? God is not made up. God is real. God is the truth and is the light and is the way. And if you deny God, you will be denied in heaven. And the only way to God is through the Son, Jesus Christ. I stand by that. I say that all the time. I don't wear this cross to be some kind of a political person. I'm not on here for views. I'm not on here for fake stuff. I'm on here just to tell the truth. The views go to the clowns. The views go to the dancers. The views go to the people who bounce around in the light and scream their name the loudest. The truth comes from the regular man who stands on the street and speaks it. It's just that simple. It's always been that simple. There's never been anything more simple. When the Hollywood people stand up on their corners and they bark the loudest, it's because they have the least inside, so they sell that outside shell. What's up, Tyrone? How you doing? I sound like a MAGA. No, I'm a Christian. I'm not a MAGA. MAGA is a word that people made up for government believers. No, having the cross is a representation of God. Idol worship is having an idol other than Jesus Christ that you worship, like a Buddha or a Tao or one of those other symbolistic things. Cross only represents the cross that Jesus Christ was killed on. So it's definitely not any kind of idol worship or anything offensive to God. Oh, okay. I will talk to every single preacher, Christian crusader in the entire last thousands of years that wore a cross. Yeah. What's up, Tyrone? Why are you so angry today, man? What's your problem? Why are you so aggressive? Why you want to cause discourse? We're not here for discourse. We're here to talk about positive shit. You're full of shit, Tyrone. I'll get the book out and read it right here in front of you, but that's not what this feed is about. This feed was about the media and the propaganda of the media. This feed wasn't about the scripture of Jesus Christ. We'd get into that on other episodes. No, we're not talking about the book of Enoch. That's not what we were talking about. We were talking about media, modern day propaganda and media, and what's happening with the children and what people are reading and believing that's lying to them. We're not talking about that. That's not what the discussion was about. That's not what everybody was talking about to begin with. So let's get back to the topic and let's stop trying to run the feed through the comments, because I'll just start ignoring them. What is with everybody today? Everybody's all fired up with their selfish attitude about needing to be heard. You know, you guys could make pages. All of you kind of people, the Tyrones and the T3 Russes, you guys could make your own pages and say all that nonsense and no one will go there. But instead, you go find people that are putting in effort, trying to share information, and you get on their feed and you try to hijack it. And what that is basically like being a total loser and a troll. It's just troll shit. You know, get a lot of trolls on here. It's okay. You can be proud to be a troll. Tyrone T4015, super troll, and T3RXSS, double super troll. Yeah, you guys are cool, man. No, I don't need some milk. I don't need some water. You guys are fucking trolls, man. Always get a couple trolls that come in and screw up the feed when everything's going good and they're having good conversations. Why don't you just leave? If you guys aren't having fun, T3 RX shitbag, why don't you just leave? Same with you, Tyrone. Just leave. Just go somewhere else, man. Nobody needs you. Nobody asked for you. Nobody wanted you. God. Every night, man. Every night, some trolls come in and try to take over the feed. Super troll. That's exactly right, Nasty Nate. Trolls are tough behind their keyboards. They get in there, they hijack, they act rude, they're disrespectful because there's no consequence to being a troll. And they don't have like a block button, so I can't just dump these guys out of the room. All I can do is dump their dumbass comments, but their comments are stupid anyway, so it's not like anybody's reading them. Usually what happens, you guys come in and like it is now, everybody leaves the room because dumbass trolls. Yeah, I agree with you, Jake. That sleight of hand shit where they come in and they use one word or two words and they switch like a media frame and they sell it to a guy like, oh, this is what really happened, but that's not what really happened. Yeah, that's always don't be racist towards trolls. Is that comedy? Like oh my god. Well, I guess I could always go find something else to do. I mean, shit. Oh, trolls got feelings too. Yeah, that's cool. Well, I'm sure all the people that were listening to the original conversation before it got hijacked had some kind of feelings too, but obviously they got hijacked and run off the room while we were busy paying attention to you. And so, touche to you, Troll 1 and 2. Touche to you. Yeah, the media. So the first thing I think is the biggest problem is the children have got no information. So they have too much information. Now that they have the media at their fingertips, they can go ahead and they can get information that they don't understand because they don't have the information before that information. And the media feeds on that. My mom is in her mid 70s, and she's been watching CNN for like 40 years. So if they said, there was no more oxygen on Earth, my parents would probably go buy oxygen tanks because they're that old. And it's just crazy that the media has become so willing to sell their soul for the truth, and that the kids are being brought up in an era where they can't discern the truth. So they use the internet, and it's chat GPT, and it's fake information, and they're not getting the truth. So it's just, I think that's a part of the reason why people are so rude and disrespectful to each other, is because they think shit about each other that they don't know, just because the way the media speaks, like, the whole name calling thing. Oh, you're in this group, or you're in that group. I'm in no group. I'm not in any group. I didn't do anything. I was minding my own business, getting up, putting my shoes on, and going to work every day. I didn't have nothing to do with no specific group. and I'm not trying to be part of anything. I'm trying to be part of this country. I love this country. I want to be American. We're all American. I think all of us together. I go to my neighbor's house. I don't care who or what they are, or where they came from. They're my neighbor. They live in the house next door. They get respect from me. Assumption by hearsay is very dangerous. Absolutely, Jake. What Curtis say? Where is the truth? Where Curtis Jr. Where's the truth on in general? Man, that's a good question. That's an absolute good question, Curtis. Where is the truth? Who it's almost like no one will tell it anymore because it doesn't sell. So I mean, me personally, and I say this all the time, and I know every time I say this, somebody gets upset. You're exactly right, Curtis. I was just about to say that exact thing. The Bible. The Word of God is literally, in my opinion, the truth of humanity. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, I hate that, and that's instant troll virus, and it's an instant anger button. But you know what? Read it. Don't read a clip of it. Don't read those little clips that pop up on the internet that are like 5 seconds long. Read an entire book. Read an entire section. Read an entire story, the entire story of David. Read the entire story of Noah. And whether or not you think it's absolutely true or all the details are manifestively written exactly right, it's the overall connection of that book from front to back and end to end and story to story, written by different people that aren't connected, all tell the exact same story, that this God spoke to them in this type of manner. So I'm just ignoring that fag. Go away, troll. No one's listening to you. But yeah, I on several of the other feeds, I've gotten out the Bible and I've read specific things from them that I related to certain moments and certain things. And I'll now do that more. I'll do that in the future. I wasn't really planning on having a super big Bible discussion tonight, but it's generally mostly what I talked about. And that's usually why so many trolls come and get all upset and, want to leave comments or take over they want to get me mad. And thanks for Curtis. Thanks for, and Jake, thanks for, getting back on the subject with me. I appreciate you guys. Everyday books. Well, what I'm talking, what the whole feed was about media in general, how it lies to us and separates us. We got on the subject of the Bibles. We were discussing how we feel it's the truth. No media coverage. What does that mean? Do you support any organized religion? Well, yeah, I've clearly stated that I believe in the Bible and I think Jesus and God are real. So, yeah, I've made that perfectly clear. That's even in my name. I'm the Revradchad. You're right, Nasty Nate. That is 100%. That is 100% right. Hey, we're working on that Africa thing, Curtis. We're working on that. OG's talking about bombing the Nigerian government if they don't step in and protect those people. So don't hold your breath. That we might get to see fireworks before Christmas. Yeah, that's truly what the whole left crazy psycho thing is when you don't have a conversation or you don't have an actual valid point, you just go with the attacks, names, insinuations, invalidation, character assassination, ideology assassination, and that's really what it is, because when you have a lack of inner intellectual ability, you can't articulate what you want to say, so it comes out as that furry anger that you see all over the media where they're like blah 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 blah. They don't speak in words. It's always in stumbles. It's always they're trying to come up with what they were going to say to you because they didn't have anything to really actually say. So you can always see it, though. I think it's very clear. I think with anybody, when you watch them speak, the tone that they speak, the speed that they speak, the accuracy that they speak, all has everything to do with about how much they're actually engaged with what they're saying, rather than just saying it like in front of a camera with the prompter on. The Grim Jeepers. Agreed, bro. Can't we? Yeah, that's what the whole point is supposed to be. Is the whole point is we're supposed to agree that we can all have different opinions and still exist. You can eat in the same restaurant as me and not like the same stuff as me. You don't have to like my God. I'm not going to eat in a restaurant and talk to you about my God. I'm not going to come to your table, and there'd be no reason that whatever you're doing at your table should come to my table. That's what peace and living together in harmony is. You believe what you believe, and we don't fight over it. But if what you believe has to encroach on what I believe, then we have a problem. Curtis Mason, we need to talk. Hit by email or your convenience. Oh, you can direct message me or send me messages. Yeah, you can send me messages. I'll check them out. Grim Jeepers. Even as a leftist, I hate how high sides are so radicalized and just out to get the other side. Well, I agree. I think the side thing is fucked up. I think the side thing is where everything is fucked up. That's actually what the problem is the side thing. Is you're forced to feel like you have to be on one side or the other. You couldn't have like something on this side that you liked and something on that side that you liked, because then you would be fucked up. And that's where we fail as human beings. We as human beings have to realize that we're all similar. And what we have to do is we have to find the things that are common for our full humanity, not just common for your side and then the other side agrees with it. What if you're on the wrong path? Both sides. What do you mean, Curtis? Do I think Jesus and Shiva are similar? Yes and no. No, not really. Jesus was a very specific individual man. Shiva was a person that lived and died and didn't come back, and was around during King Solomon's time, and that's like documented. So I don't think that I think similar in some ways, but I don't think similar overall. I wouldn't say that, no, just because of the fact that everybody else died and stayed dead. Buddha, Shiva, all of them, they died and they stayed dead. Jesus is the only one in history that has a story of dying and coming back to life. He's the only one with the special story. He's the only one that died for our carried away. But that's a whole nother subject. We're kind of getting like lost off the media conversation, kind of getting back to God. To simply that you have to be able to see false religion. I agree. I mean, I think I see it, and I don't condemn them for it, because God doesn't allow that. You got to share it. You got to share Christianity. They might not know about it. They might not have ever seen it. They might see in your faith how strong you are, might change them. North pagan, but don't discriminate. That's cool, man. One of my best friends in the whole world I've known for 35 years is a full-on North pagan, Viking guy. Like, one of the people I love him very much. He doesn't believe exactly what I believe, and the only thing I feel sorry about is I think that when I die, I won't get to see him in heaven. And he says that he won't get to see me in Valhalla. So that we just have an ability to have a different of opinion, but we're still friends. We don't have to kill each other. You know, we don't see, we see things the same way. We see the same stuff in our same governments and our same communities. So I don't think that, makes you set automatically in any kind of negative light, because not everybody stays the same their whole life. I've known lots of people that were Christians that turned into pagans. I've known lots of pagans that turned into Christians. So you never know where the path will take you. You never know where the light will shine on you, and you'll never know when that grace comes to you. It's different for everyone. That's cool, Grim Jeeper. My older brother is pretty much a self-devout atheist and doesn't really believe in anything, but he doesn't really, stand in the way of anybody else's beliefs either. Yeah, I'm sure you and Jerry, you could drink from the skulls of your enemies, and you could war all day and drink all night. But I'll be in heaven, chilling with, like, Randy Rhodes and you know shit like that. Irish Catholic, man, the pool guy will be everywhere, brother, and as you will be. Yeah, well, the pool guy's one of my best friends, and he is not. He's. I don't think he's exactly Christian, but it's like Levite or something real similar. But I'm not gonna talk on his shit because it's not here. He could talk on that if he was. Yeah, I'll be kicking it. Ozzy will be there. Ozzy realized before he died that he needed God. And that's really how it works, man. Everybody thinks it's like some crazy thing. All it really takes to get that journey is to come to the realization that that's the truth. And then bam. Is that, are you saying that to me? Because I got the DNA book in the other room to will verify that that's not correct. And I know you're not saying that to my boy Jake, because he's definitely Irish. I be from the Ireland. Me, Scottish Irish, my whole entire fucking bloodline, all the way back for 1700 years. So, just so you know, just because my voice sounds like death doesn't mean I didn't hail from the islands. Shamrock to you, Mr. Curtis. I'm Scottish in Scotland. You're American. Okay. I am American. I'm definitely American, but I'm my grandfather. So yeah, grandfather came through Ellis Island, stood in the rain. I'm a Scot. My bloodline comes from the 4th century. So yeah, I have DNA to prove it all the way back. Family lineage, family heritage, maps, trees. So that's cool that you're in Scotland. That doesn't, like, cool, awesome for you, dude. But internet problems, nice to meet you. Convert to Buddha. Okay, that's cool. I know a couple people have done that. They felt happy. They felt peaceful. Like I tell people, man, if it makes you feel peaceful If it makes you peaceful, if it makes you happy, then that's cool. Religion I've studied in all of history that is hateful and violent and tries to harm every religion that it ever comes in contact with is Islam. That's the only religion that I've ever seen across the world throughout history that cannot live in peace with any other culture. Buddhists have always been peaceful. Always been very peaceful. That's your right. It's your right. It's your right to believe what you feel you want to worship. That's absolutely your right. Oh, like I said, we all choose what we understand and what we believe, and why we believe it, and sharing it and discussing it with each other is what keeps us human. Is what keeps us real. Is from being afraid of each other. No text, whatever. This is not anything like that. If you're looking for that, you want to leave. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to wrap it up tonight because we've totally got off the subject of the media. No one's interested in that. And next time when I come back, I'll have the Bible out, and we can have all these super lengthy God question and answer sessions. Yeah, well, whatever, Samuel. Like if you're in here trying to spread some kind of anti-God stuff, just stop. I'm shutting off the feed anyway. So go to bed. Go pray to Buddha. Go do your yoga, and God bless you. And you know. All right, Nasty Nate. It was good to have you. Come back and see me again next time live. So yeah, my feed got screwed up. It shut off and then came back on. So I'll talk to you guys later.